for those of you who may have missed it, here it is. Stamatis Astra's view on really what's going on and what truly everything means. Go ahead.
The last year I've been reporting and writing on the financial markets, news and global events. I have been focusing and talking about dividends, stocks and bonds, public debt and deficits, trying to keep anyone who listened well informed. As people were calling me frantically, asking me for advice after last week's dramatic events, the 15% Dow drop and the US downgrade by S&P, I paused and I did not comment. I tried to look at the world from a different perspective. We all live in an ascending society that values upward financial mobility. The first question we ask someone is, what do you do? And the answer we give back is our professional career and not our hobbies and interests. We spend more time with our colleagues at work than our families, and we justify it by believing that hard work is noble, more noble than a healthy family upbringing. In graduations of top business schools around the country, the chant, money, 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 is rhythmically and escalating, dominating the speaker's address. In the modern era Colosseum, the crowd is not thirsty for Christian blood, but for options, cash, a trophy husband-wife, and the penthouse view. That is probably the reason why so many of American friends of mine were personally affected by the downgrade of the US economy. They took it as a slap to their face, as the new truth that this beautiful land of opportunity may cease to just be that anymore. That the United States as well will have to be ridiculed in their financial markets, just like Greece was a year ago. This time is not just our colleague that is declaring bankruptcy, it is us all. However, I saw things from a different lens. Maybe because I have been following so close the Greek economy, which has been downgraded at least 5 times last year, I realized that sometimes we focused on the wrong things. Instead of looking down in our iPhones and checking the stocks, we should look up and check the amazing summer sunset. Instead of wheeling and dealing ourselves to a free lunch, we should go to the park and enjoy our lunch feeling the grass barefoot. Instead of spending our Sundays reading the business section, we should go to our church and read the scriptures. Instead of listening to angry cable TV commentators yelling, we should listen to our children's laughter. I am not advocating foregoing all financial advice and sticking our head in the sand. I am saying that there are life events we cannot control. It is our interpretation of those events that cause our unhappiness. The root of suffering is wanting things to be different than what they are. We cannot control if Congress will agree to $1 or $5 trillion deal, or how the Chinese will react, or how the Dow Jones will perform, or if S&P will downgrade us again. But we can upgrade ourselves and our hearts. We can open our hearts and minds and spirits to love, earth, and our fellow man. As corny as it sounds, now it's the time to look up from our 401k statements and look around us and help. Help our friend that lost his job, introduce him to a friend, invite him to dinner. Go to a farmer's market and be closer to the earth and its fruits. Go to our church, listen to our faith, and follow the teachings of love that every God is guiding us to. The United States and the world economy may be in trouble and uncertainty. Wide fluctuations and uncharted waters are ahead. The only way to be positive, optimistic, and win is to open our hearts and spirits, not to be selfish, and give without expecting a return on our emotional investment.
Very nice. Bravo.
I say that that's a call to arms, and minds, and most importantly hearts, and upgrading ourselves, I think, is the right suggestion and ultimately the real solution. Yeah. Congress is not going to do it, and you know, and all the those selfish characters that are supposedly there to solve our problems are there for their own self. So Stamatis is on the right track, and I think ultimately it comes down to on a daily basis doing.
I think on a daily basis, if you can just, one random act of kindness, one every day, whether it be letting somebody cross the street, whether it's something a little bit more.
It's as simple as that.
Just one.
It's an attitude change, one that considers us to be all connected rather than just going about our life separately.